All right. Hey guys, Brad here at Elliott Wave Made Simple. We're going to take a look at crude oil. And the question is the top end, is there a local top end and we're about to get a pullback? Or is there a geopolitical catalyst on the horizon that's going to send price higher? All right, let's dive in and take a look at the chart through the lens of Elliott Wave theory. All right, so here I'm looking at the 1 hour chart. Now, honestly, for me, the $1,000,000 question is my white 1-2 really an AB? And then this is C wave. If it is, this top is very likely in or almost in. And then what would be expected from that is a deeper retrace. However, if this is just a 1-2-3 with a 4-5 yet to come, which is a distinct possibility, how are we going to know that? Well, I'll tell you how. First thing we're going to do is hop on down to a lower time frame, and we're going to look at the details of what's going on in this area right here. Now, this is a 1 hour chart. We're getting ready to jump down to the 13-minute chart to take a look at this structure. Okay, so the 3-4 is just to give you bearings. So the 3-4 is inside here. This 3-4 on this chart, it's in purple. So 3, 4, 5 of I can see I got my degrees wrong. You have to, you have to forgive me. So I'm gonna make this one 1 degree less to keep it consistent. If you know about your degrees, you know exactly what I'm talking about here. So this is a ratio box for the top of wave 3 as seen on the 1 hour chart. Okay. On the 1 hour chart, this is wave 3, or it's the top of C. So to look at those details, this is that area right here. So as you know, a C wave is composed of 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4 in white. And then we are now, I think, in the 5th wave. So the idea is the way this 5th wave is shaping up is as a B, C. That's the only way to count this that makes any sense. Okay, is the wave 5, it's running out of gas. So the sellers are beating it down. I mean, this is how I would put it. Like if the market could talk, it would say all the bulls are trying to keep running this up and the bears are dumping and saying not so fast, but there's still enough bulls left to make a new high and they couldn't make a lower low. This isn't even a lower low either. This is a higher low, but it retraced almost the entire initial move up, which you see, if this is a 1-2, then it projects way higher, like much higher. So that would not, I don't think that's as likely based on the overall structure. I think what is more likely is we're looking for a top somewhere in here. So if this is an ABC, the ideal fib, look, we just hit it, 77.06. In fact, we hit it 3 times. Couldn't get over the first time, got rejected. You could argue it got rejected a second time. Definitely got rejected the third time. But another idea is this is so nano. This is a 13-minute chart. The other idea is 1382 is not an unusual fib as well. If this is doing an A, B, C, the structure is less than reliable at this scale. So the best thing I can do is put on the fibs, and it's kind of a combination of what the structure looks like and what the structure is doing, as well as where the structure is interacting with the fibs. So there's a couple of reasons I like this. One is there are 2 ratio boxes inside of one another here. This one, the larger one that appears to be green, is for the overall larger structure in white. And then the smaller internal structure, which is supposed to be purple, but there you go, it's purple, is for this internal structure shown in purple. So either way, both structures have targets inside of these ratio boxes, right? So that's 2 things that have confluence. The third thing is if this really is an ABC for wave 5, these yellow fibs make sense with that. So there's 3 different things going on. And the last thing I'll say is this structure in white I'm tracking over here with these fibs, and the 2618 comes in almost exactly at the yellow. See over here, the 1382 of the ABC structure lines up almost to the penny with the 2618, or which is where wave 5 could be targeting of the larger structure in white. So really, you've got 4 areas of confluence right in here, and you make it 5 with this red line, which comes from some price point far over to the left. If it's still on here, it's because I thought it was important enough to keep on here. So you've got 5 different price points suggesting that this is potentially a topping area. And so the next clue, if it does top out somewhere in here, the next clue is going to be the nature of this next decline, because there's a distinct possibility if it comes down correctively, an overlapping manner, and holds above 74.56, which is his red line, I'm going to view it as a wave 4 with one more shove higher to come. Okay. So as far as immediate parameters, it's 74.56 to the downside retains the idea of one more high. The other clue, it's not really a parameter, but it's a clue, is whenever this tops out, if it does top out in reverse somewhere in here, is it going to, if it's really topped out, there's going to be a deeper move. It's going to come down. It's going to blow through this blue box. And obviously it's going to get through 74.56, but it's going to be the nature of the pullback. Because ideally what you want to see in this wave 4 is something that comes down somewhere shallow before it bounces. So if this can come down shallow, wherever it tops from, and by the way, if it goes up higher, I'm going to move this level up, which is going to move this blue box a little higher. So wherever this tops out at, I'm going to move the tool. And if it comes down in a shallow way and bounces after maybe not even making it to the 236 and bounces, I'm going to view that as a B wave, especially if the structure of the A wave is in 3 waves and not 5. It'd be much easier if it's a 3 wave move down before it gets a bounce. And then I'll call that a B wave. Then we can measure and see where might wave 4 terminate. Whereas if it just comes deeper right out of the gate, maybe it comes down in 5 waves. It could be a deeper A, B, C for something deeper, meaning this is the top of a wave C of a 3-wave correction. So that's what I'm thinking. But ideally, this is all still looking very good as long as it bottoms out, it tops out in this box somewhere, which if we refer back to our lower time frame, these are the targets. So ideally, you don't want to see it get too much above 77.29. If it keeps going up at all, you don't want to see it get much above 77.29. And then you want to see a pullback. So that's the deal. I took off all my longs at 77.06 on Friday. And I announced it in the club, the trading club that I trade in most actively. Is the trading club is called The Professor Trades. You got to be watching Armando's videos. Hopefully by now you've been watching The Professor Trades on YouTube. The value that he gives away on YouTube like 5 times a week is remarkable. The fact that his club is less than $1 a day is remarkable. The amount of value that you're going to get. Now, look, if you already know how to trade and you're just looking for Elliott Wave, that's cool. If you are looking to, if you're a beginner, intermediate, if you're still developing your consistency, trying not to take big drawdowns, if that's you, I can't recommend The Professor Trades more, because the psychology lessons that he's constantly teaching in his room, first of all, he demonstrates his own mindset with the type of trades he's doing, with the trade signals that he's putting in the room. But then he's also interacting with the over 300 members that he's got in there, including myself, and bolstering your mindset and teaching you valuable lessons. Plus, there's a lot of content that you don't get unless you're a member of the Professor Trades Club. So if that's you, if you've ever blown up an account or two, if you've ever been moving your stops around, letting winners turn into losers, if you've ever told yourself, okay, I'm done for the day because I made 50 pips, and then by the end of the day, you've lost 80 pips. If you've ever done these things, come join us in the club for less than $1 a day, and you're going to get your mindset repaired. I promise you, it's almost a guarantee. Okay. Hopefully I'll see you in the club. Look, if you're getting value from my videos with daily wave stuff, be sure to subscribe. So you'll get updated whenever I do another video on crude oil. And I sure do appreciate you watching. If you have any questions or comments about Elliott Wave, leave them in the comment section. I respond to pretty much every single comment. So thanks for watching. Take good care. And remember, whatever you do, don't get killed. Bye-bye.